you know what? I think I'm just gonna come in here for a second. Give me a second.
Jim, you all right?
I'm all right. I'm fine. I'm fine. You just can't stand up. All right. I'm gonna let you guys look at the pictures, okay? And I'm gonna stand behind this wall a little bit because I'm just getting blown over.
Images from the Gulf Coast just into our newsroom. Sky 10 over Sanibel Island. This is Charlotte Harbor. We went over Punta Gorda and Cayo Costa, where the storm made landfall.
We've been hit. We've been hit very hard. And I can tell you from the heart, there are no words that can describe what we got to see.
Entire mobile home communities underwater. As the sun came up, Sky 10, for the first time, captures the heartbreaking images. The bridge over to Sanibel split in two. Another portion completely gone. Gives you a sense of the power unleashed by a Category 4 hurricane. Along the coast, hard to even see what's left. At marinas, boats tossed around. One ends up on the other side of it. In the dry dock, they're stacked on top of each other. Entire strip is now underwater. One mobile home was split on its side. In one neighborhood, we saw smoke billowing from a burned-out home. Not far, another home up in flames. No firefighters, no first responders there to help out put out the blaze. Neighborhood after neighborhood, hardly accessible to you and me. A tough road ahead for our friends on the West Coast.
When you take a look at the barrier islands, particularly from the air, it's very clear to see where the storm came on shore and then just churned with 140-mile-an-hour winds over the islands.
David Begnaud got a first-hand look from the air at the catastrophic damage, and early estimates predict the cost to rebuild will likely be in the tens of billions of dollars. So, David, what did you see?
I've never seen storm surge do what this did. I've been covering hurricanes for 22 years. We flew over this place called Little Hickory Island, which is a barrier island just west of Bonita Springs. And Nora, as we came over the ridge, all the way down the street, the hotels are still standing, but it looked like the cars and everything around it had been shot out of a cannon. I'm talking about sand that has been pushed probably a mile inland, and it looked to be 2 to 3 feet deep. There were some places where taillights of vehicles were sticking out of the sand, like a stick almost.
Wow.
When we got in the helicopter in Tampa, we flew south, and the first widespread devastation we saw was over the community of Inglewood. A lot of residents, people waving at the helicopter, completely surrounded by floodwater and really heavy wind damage. Bottom line, as far as we could tell along the coast, it reminded me of an earthquake, as if the hurricane just sort of picked up the earth and just shook it.
least 4 people are confirmed dead in Hurricane Ian's brutal strike on Florida's southwest coast. 2 of the deaths were on Sanibel Island and 2 others were in Sarasota County. Hurricane Ian left hundreds of people stranded on Sanibel alone, according to the island's mayor. Sanibel's bridge is so damaged, the only access is by boat and air. A dozen people were carried off the island Thursday and taken to hospitals. With all of this devastation, Governor Ron DeSantis says more deaths are expected to be confirmed in the coming days. In the daylight, after the storm cleared, stunned residents looked at what was left of their homes. In many cases, nothing. After coming ashore Wednesday afternoon, Ian brought more than a foot of rain, flooding, and damaging winds across much of Florida.